Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen issue 1 heads back in time to New Oberstadt, future location of Metropolis, where Jimmy Olsen's ancestor fights with Alexander Luthas's men over who owns the land. Alexander's men want Joachim to pay a premium, but he refuses, causing him to be knocked over the waterfall to his death, which the men celebrate. The Olsen name, however, was made synonymous with Metropolis, and Jimmy's ancestors are responsible for turning the little outpost into the city of tomorrow, unlike the Luthers, who came into the city to spend their oil money on monuments of vanity. Julian Olsen defends his family on a talk show against Lex Luthor, who says the other Olsen in the family was in the news lately and made quite an impact on Metropolis, and that other Olsen was Jimmy, who days before in space readies himself to jump from a shuttle on behalf of Kevin, a member of Jimmy's pals. As the recorder drone films him, Jimmy says that he volunteered for this crazy biochemical experiment by Star Labs, overseen by Anton Mantell, which will see Jimmy's stem cells infused with that of Metamorphose. The injection begins to turn Jimmy into a giant turtle-like creature as he jumps to Earth. Something is wrong since that wasn't meant to happen, but luckily Superman is there for him. Superman grabs Jimmy and tries to stop his descent, but even the Man of Steel can't slow Jimmy, who, if he hits Metropolis at that speed, will impact like that of an A-bomb going off. Superman guides him towards the bay, but it's pointed out by Mission Control that they are headed for the Monarch of Metropolis statue. Superman quickly does the math in his head, but the falling Jimmy crashes through the statue, destroying it. He bounces across the water, crashing himself and Superman into the building next to the river. Superman sees if his pal is okay, and Jimmy turns back to a human, alerting Superman to the huge dust plume, so the hero speeds off to deal with it as Jimmy changes back to normal. Later at work, Jimmy suffers the wrath of not just Perry White, but the planet's new boss Leone, who says that his little son cost not just the paper but the city. Leone says that it costs more to keep Olsen insured than to run the paper, and they can't keep paying for his cleanup costs. Jimmy says that he doesn't need his own insurance policies since nothing ever happens to him, but everyone in the bullpen knows different, citing many times Jimmy has found himself in trouble. Luckily, IT Mike states that all of Jimmy's antics have gone viral since he pivoted to video, which generates ad revenue for the paper. Lots of ad revenue, meaning he is the only one in the paper actually making the money. Perry is so happy to hear that, telling Jimmy he can continue his good work and maybe even do something a bit crazier. Leone asks if Clark can keep an eye on Jimmy and keep him quiet and out of trouble for a while, but Clark thinks that's more of a job for Superman. Leone talks with Perry after, saying that the city doesn't want Jimmy here, and even if he does pay the bills to keep the lights on, she doesn't want him there either. She says that he can hang out with Superman and break stuff, just not in Metropolis anymore, telling Perry to embed the kid somewhere far away. Perry has no other choice, and Jimmy moves into his new apartment, where the shady landlord goes over the building's rules as a bat flies through the window. The landlord kills the bat with a broom, knocking it back out the window and leaving. He says that if Jimmy dies or misses a payment in rent, he gets all of his stuff in the apartment. Jimmy goes to the window, saying at least the rainy, cloudy night in Gotham City is nice. He wonders how he ended up here, putting an article above his bed about his supposed death, which reminds him of how he ended up in this situation. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen issue 1 was a fantastically hilarious issue from Matt Fraction that reads like something Chip Zdarsky wrote, which kind of makes a bit of sense since they're both friends. I loved everything about this book. It was funny, it built off things set up in Action Comics by Bendis, and was totally self-aware of itself, like seeing Clark wink at the reader and then to have Leone get kind of freaked out by that. It was really funny and really quite awesome. The story it's set up with Jimmy's death is a very interesting one, and I'm looking forward to his shenanigans in Gotham. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.